my room until I got high. I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got high. My room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah, 'cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
I am super down for the thing you mentioned, though, the first time, Alan, where you just run up to someone and you just do something terrible, and they look at you and you just go, McCavity, and you run away.
McCavity!
McCavity!
McCavity! Welcome to Undercooked McCavity. Well, you'll have to let me know when you do get a chance to see Rise of Skywalker, what you think of it. Because I have thoughts, but I'm not going to share them.
I heard that
anymore.
This new movie, Little Women, is actually really fucking good. That just came out.
Oh, the new version?
Mm-hmm. I've heard it's really good.
Ah. You know what blew my mind when I realized, it took me years to realize this, but that all the Poe sisters in Ocarina of Time are named after the Little Women. Meg, Jo, Amy, and Beth.
Yeah.
David and...
Especially if you watch Little Women, is there a scene where Meg splits into like multiple clones of herself and laughs at you and you have to figure out which one's the real
I haven't
Meg?
seen the movie. I read the book, and that never happened in the book.
So has anyone here seen the trailer for The Call of the Wild?
No.
Gracie has.
There's a trailer for it? Oh, wait, is that the one with, is that the one, does that also have, oh my god.
No.
It's Harrison Ford.
It's not what you're thinking, David. That's another movie. That's like, the movie you're thinking of is the one on Disney Plus, and that's the one.
The one I keep seeing trailers for, that is that one with William Dafoe?
Yeah, that's not it. That's,
okay.
I didn't know there was a Call of the Wild movie.
I would watch a Call of the Wild movie if it had both Harrison Ford and William Dafoe in it.
I read that book when I was in middle school and absolutely hated it. I mean, maybe I might read it now and love it, but I thought that was the worst fucking book I ever read when I was in middle school.
So there's a Call of the Wild movie coming out, and I welcome you all to watch the trailer because it stars Harrison Ford and a very, very obviously CGI dog.
Uh-huh.
And
does the dog talk?
No, but it's led to this theory. It's Harrison Ford and his dog companion going on adventures, and it's led to this theory that this is actually Han Solo, and he hallucinated all of Star Wars.
Actually, this is not a bad transition.
He was having a fever dream because he was out in the snow.
And that the CGI dog is Chewie.
This isn't a bad transition into the Girl in the Ice, our SCP story discussion.
Oh yeah, welcome back to the Foundation, everybody. Hey, Gracie got us in with a few choice snorts. This time we gave them an Amazon gift card, and I don't know, the Foundation staff seemed pretty excited about that.
Well, the reason why is one of my new discoveries I have discovered with this SCP that I have right now on my lap is the fact that her ears can flap and they can help her fly.
I feel like she's evolving like a Pokemon. Like she just gets new powers as she goes along.
She is a strange SCP.
Have we ever had to make her forget any moves? Because that's how it works in Pokemon.
No, not yet. She hasn't learned enough to forget a move yet. But like the fact that she has learned how to flap her ears and fly is become a new development. And since I'm her caretaker,
so she knows snort
to let doors
lick,
open,
growl, and fly.
Yep. She basically is a Pokemon. But let's be honest, the best reason for being in the SCP Foundation is this drink machine.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Wait, is this gone?
No, there should be still something.
There's like
there.
a little left you like down.
I was thirsty. Kayla, you can just get another from the machine. I didn't realize you wanted that much Hennessy.
Ha! We're referencing a joke that didn't make an episode.
Yeah.
That's okay. One of these days we'll do that episode again when like 2 or 3 years have passed and no one will be the wiser. Except for us.
I feel so bad. That was like good 3 hours of recorded.
It was a really good episode.
Down the train, never to be heard from again. Totally redacted. Thanks, SCP.
The redacted SCP redacted edition. At least I didn't upload that as a Patreon extra like I did the one with where gold influences the selfish. There was the fan fiction that I think it was me and Beth and Skillfully.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, we're here, and this is the first UCA episode of 2020. We came back to
of 2020.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking
Exactly.
Ever. This is the first UCA episode.
about? Ever.
We've gone back in time. It is
Episode
2014.
Episode 1.
Alan is here with us as we sit on my bed in the morning. We encountered a time traveling SCP. That's why. You and I have only been dating for a few months, Kaela.
Jesus Christ.
So we're gonna be reading
if,
Laughing Jack, and
No!
If you've only been dating for a few months, why did we just wake up in bed together, as you just said?
because again, it's been a few months, but they've been good.
They've been some good months.
I'm David,
I'm Kaela.
I'm Alan.
and we're gonna talk about. I think one of the reasons we're back is because we've heard about some really good SCPs from our old friend Lord Bung.
Yep. We're now on episode 4 of Confinement, The Girl in the Iceberg. This is the episode that made me confirm, yeah, this guy was a big fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 soundtrack. Like, he had, oh my goodness, what was the last song that he used? Come a Little Bit Closer by the Jays. Wait, the Jays?
I think so.
Or, no, Jay and the
Jay and the Americans.
In the last one, and then he has 2 other ones in this one, which is Brandy, You're a Fine Girl, and oh goodness gracious.
You're better at this soundtrack than I am.
Well,
so.
I listened to the soundtrack too. I was a fan of it when it came out as well.
Yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
Honestly, the reason why I was so excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy movies was because I was like, oh my gosh, when are the soundtracks coming out? I want to know what the soundtracks are, because they're good soundtracks. So.
Mhm.
So I can understand why he was a fan of them. But I'm especially more excited for these 3 SCPs that were that influenced this episode, because well, one of them has to do with a blunt, which is very fitting.
Hey, what time is it?
It's 4:20 blaze it.
So
David, can future David cue, and then I got high in the background?
just for a bit.
And 6 Underground.
Fair enough.
Oh, actually, you know what? Scratch that. Beginning this episode, if you could do a mix between, what's it called? Underground. Fuck.
6 Underground.
6 Underground, and do a mix between 6 Underground and then I got high.
That works.
I will.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that at the beginning. No, I can't do that.
Future David.
Future David will do that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Future David. So, so we got 420J queued up. Now, do we want to talk at all about the episode itself? What we thought of it? This last episode of Confinement.
I like it.
I like it.
I mean,
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what.
We get a little bit more insight into Connor, which is nice.
Mhm.
We kind of learned about how he came to the Foundation, which is really, he was apparently as a baby left in the back seat of a car, and just someone found a pile of dead babies in the back of a car.
That's a horrifying image. And actually, the music video he brought out with Anna Pantsu,
Yeah.
doing the singing, Fine and Dandy. There's actually a clip where cars would pass by and more dead babies appear in this car. I'm like, what a horrifying but great image.
Right? It's crazy. It's good. The series gets more and more interesting. You start to see a little bit more of. I mean, there was already implied earlier, but you get to see more of Connor and. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm blanking on her name all of a sudden. Dr. Powers.
Yes.
Yeah, you get to see more of their kind of relationship. That's cute.
It's adorable.
And they're smoking 420J, which we're going to talk about in just a little bit here. Any thoughts on this one though, Alan? Like all the stuff with or should we hit it by SCP?
Yeah, let's hit it by SCP.
That's probably the best way to do it. Okay. So, we're going to start with SCP-420J.
And I have a theory about the joke behind this one
Okay.
that we'll get into as we read.
Okay. So,
Should we read by...
well,
Well, to start with, I guess, by description, or like each one?
yeah, we'll do that. does each of us want to take a paragraph or a section or what?
I'll start with the item number.
Take it from item number to object class.
Okay.
And then Alan can take special containment procedures, and I'll take the description. Sound good?
Works for me.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Item number SCP-420J. Object class. Awesome. Hey man, that's not a real class. You gotta make it safe or something. Dr. M. Yeah, you're right, man. It's totally safe. Dr. C. Object class.
Dr. Redacted. Dr. Redacted.
Object class. Totally safe.
That's my theory. Just by their last names and how the cadence of their voices go, I think this is supposed to be Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong.
Oh, god damn. Oh! That's brilliant. Oh, fuck. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it would have the same number of syllables. Or some number of letters.
Holy shit. In that case, who wants to be Cheech Marin? Who wants to be Tommy Chong for these
Will
parts?
Cheech and or Chong report to the front desk?
Wait, which one? Okay, change, who wants to be Cheech Marin? Who wants to be Tommy Chong for this?
Are you choosing one of us?
Yeah, you guys have to choose which is which.
I'll take,
I can do Tommy Chong.
All right, I'll do Cheech then.
Cool.
So when we get to the parts where it's clearly them being quoted, we can do those voices.
Yeah.
So why don't we, since they're quoted a lot, maybe we should just do, Kaela can do all the other bits.
Yeah, I
that
can
are not,
do it.
and then you and I can do the doctors.
Good.
This is great. Okay, sweet. You know, we were going to have a lot to talk about with the other two, but man, this is the one I'm excited about.
Oh yeah, this is fun. Safe special containment procedures. We keep it down in room redacted in the basement building of redacted at site redacted. The password is redacted. So David's M, you're C, Alan. So
No, wait,
Yeah.
I'm.
Cheech Marin.
Oh,
Tommy
okay.
Chong.
Wait. What are you doing, man? You can't just tell everyone where you're gonna keep the redacted, because then everyone's gonna want to come and get some.
Oh, I did
Dr. M redacted.
I did not expect you to do that. Holy shit.
Hey, you can't say it in the articles, man. Oh shit.
Wait, add shit to the.
Oh, you have to. Oh, because it's redacted the word shit, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm going. Okay, description. Okay, so I got this stuff when we were down in Jamaica. Really strong stuff with lots of blue and red mixed in it. Good. It says redacted, but good shit, man. Me and yeah, sure. Me and Marin, M, we were smoking that stuff down there with redacted and skinny redacted when M says he says to me,
Oh, is that me?
yeah.
Hey, man, we should take this stuff back and send it through that machine thing. My finger's closed, sorry. Machine thing that changes things and makes things better. I almost went into the pasta shade there.
I know. I said that was an excellent idea, so we did.
Oh, is that me
Yeah,
again?
that's you.
Man, we tried it on very fine first, and whoa, we were laughing for weeks. Sucks what happened to Redacted. Still funny as shit, though. This is so stupid.
So we get this really great blank out of the machine, and me and M try it out, and we're like, whoa, man, that is some excellent...
Could be Kush.
Could be anything. I like shit. Shit's good.
Mm-hmm.
But then we used it all up and didn't have... no, don't do this to me! How dare you!
The computers are on the fritz here at the Foundation, probably because the people who programmed it were high.
and then,
Yeah.
We are in that part of it, of the Foundation.
and then... but we used it up and we didn't have anything left but the seeds, and we figured we couldn't just get rid of them, so we decided to plant them and grow them, and then M was like...
Hey, man, what about the dirt that makes shit grow real fast?
And I said that was an excellent idea, so we went and got some dirt and planted the seeds in it, and oh, wow, man, this is some excellent shit. Okay, so I'll just do... okay, I didn't realize some of the things, but for the most part, I'll do the... Because I'm realizing it's just other people, so I'll just do the other people. Experiment log. Test 1. No, not you.
Yes, Sam.
No, Dr. C. We're in test 1.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just saw the Dr. M. Okay. We should give some of this shit to that, like, big lizard thing. It'll totally mellow him.
Yeah, man, but what if you get some munchies?
Test... Jesus Christ. Test 2.
Man, I gave some of this shit to Josie, and she chased her tail for like 2 hours.
Real quick, gonna take a look at Josie. SCP-529. This is
Oh, it's half a kitty.
it's half a kitty.
Wait. She chased her tail. What?
I think that's part of the joke.
No, animal testing of SCP-420J is no longer allowed. Junior researcher R has been identified in security footage, fleeting sight redacted in a stolen maintenance vehicle with an SCP-420J affected canine. Further research pending. Director Jones. Test 3.
We should totally give some of this shit to Iris, man.
Man, quit trying to get laid with that shit.
What the?
On this episode, me and Alan become Cheech and Chong. This is amazing. It finally happened.
Test 4.
It's a camera. SCP-105 is Iris.
Iris
Yeah.
is a camera?
It looks like a camera. It's also a safe SCP. Man, there's so much that we have material for eons, man. Oh, sorry, we're on what test are we on?
Test 4.
Yes. Oh, man. Let's give some of this shit to, what's his face? That kick-ass guy.
How say, gentlemen, your SCP-420J certainly causes one to experience the most extraordinary sensations. This, sirs, is indeed quite excellent shit. And then there's a bunch of symbols. Do that? I assume that's fine. I don't know.
I don't know.
I assume we'll probably have to read that SCP to understand.
Yeah.
I'm clicking the link. This is Kick-Ass is SCP-732.
Whoa!
Oh. It's a bunch of elite speak.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it is. It just says SCP over 9,000. Its class is super elite Keter.
Test 5.
Hey, man, what if we gave some of this shit to that freaky statue thing?
Why, man? He's already stoned.
But I'm Tish.
So literally every test is just them kind of contemplating what to. Oh my god, this is great.
Disciplinary review. Upon discovery of this extremely unprofessional behavior, all remaining samples of SCP-420J have been confiscated. Addendum. Can anyone tell me why Dr. Clef just walked in here demanding stir-fried noodles, pizza, corn chips, and dark chocolate? He was smiling too. What the fuck? Cafeteria staff. Addendum 2.
Oh, shit, man. You even took the stash of seeds in my shit.
Sorry, man. I know that T redacted. I know a guy in T redacted.
Addendum 3. Oh,
You can take this one.
we're gonna score some of this shit, says Dr. Fredrickson. Which is an SCP, by the way.
Dr. Fredericks is an SCP.
Yes, I guess.
423, huh?
And apparently there's an extended log. Like, this
Oh
shit
my
goes...
god. Is there really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do we want to keep going, or...
How much more is there of 420J?
Hey, listeners, if anyone really, really enjoyed David and I attempting to do impressions of Cheech and Chong, subscribe to Patreon, and you can hear an extended experiment log.
Oh, that's
where we
There
do
you
just
go.
that.
there we go. All right, yeah, check that out.
So what do we think of this?
This might be my favorite SCP of all time.
Really?
Maybe not, though.
It's pretty good.
This is pretty good. I think I just like the excuse for me and Alan to pretend to be Cheech and Chong.
I do have a weird Cheech and Chong story. I might have mentioned this at one point, but when I want to say I must have been 14, 15 years old. I was doing summer school for a science class, and my teacher, I don't know, he brings up something, I can't remember, and I accidentally made a Cheech and Chong reference, and I was like, oh, shit, why did I do that? And my teacher just stares at me like, how the hell do you know what Cheech and Chong is? How old are you?
Oh, damn.
Well,
Well, these are the kind of things that happen, I suppose.
I like the fact that it's not the fact that I know what Cheech and Chong is. It was for him, how does a 14/15-year-old girl know what Cheech and Chong is? You're too young to know Cheech and Chong.
I knew what Cheech and Chong was, though, at 14, but that's because my dad showed me
Same.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, growing up, that was how my life was. Basically, I made a lot of references or random references, and I just had so many teachers kind of stare at me like, "You're too young to know that. Why would you know that?" Like that happened all the time.
That's lame.
That's fine. It's fine.
And I'm opening up the next SCP.
You're not gonna like
Jesus.
this.
Yeah, Alan, I was about to warn you
I know. I went to
that there was a puppet.
Sorry, I went to warn you before you opened it.
Open with care. There's a puppet picture, and it's pretty fucking horrifying.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Wait, is this recording?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
delete that part out.
I will. God damn it.
Are you okay, Alan? Do you want to read quickly?
The only reason we're touching on this is because this SCP appears midway through the episode. Let's talk about...
There's a puppet that's controlling a, scientist in the episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just scroll up for the picture, just to...
No. Don't scroll up to the picture. Scroll
No,
away
scroll
from...
past it. That's what I mean.
Do we want to... Let's do this paragraph by paragraph as before.
For people who don't know, Alan has a puppet fear.
Rightfully so with this fucking picture.
It's a horrifying picture, actually.
Goddamn.
That
Not all
just
puppets freak me out, but this one does, for sure.
See, I had dolls stare down at me on a shelf when I was, 11.
How did you survive?
I have no idea, but you
Why is one of its eyes crooked?
I don't know. It's like me. It has a wonky eye.
Why does it kind of have a Hitler mustache?
Is that a Hitler mustache or just like a dimple with a shit ton of mud in it?
I don't know. I don't trust it to scroll past it.
Okay.
Do you
I
want
feel
us
like
to...
it's still looking at me.
It's okay. We're gonna put some juju, some good juju on this episode to make sure no puppets happen anymore after this.
Should we do what we did before?
You mean just no? Let's each grab a paragraph because these paragraphs
read
are
it
long.
as Cheech and Chong, sure.
Hey, this is SCP-174, man. Object class Euclid. It was safe, but now it's Euclid. Hey, maybe we should give this guy a blunt. That's good shit.
Special containment procedures. SCP-174 is to be contained within Storage Unit 07 at Site 19. Removal of SCP-174 from containment requires the approval of 2 Level 4 personnel familiar with the entity. It is preferable to use personnel with high psychic resistance scale scores when interacting with SCP-174. Oh, yeah, this is some scary shit.
Mm-hmm.
All personnel in contact with SCP-174 are to undergo psychological evaluation. Those who display obsessive or protective tendencies toward the item are to be treated with Class B amnestics?
Yeah, we've mixed that up, but it's amnestics.
Amnestics. And monitored for 72 hours. Jesus Christ.
Addendum to containment procedures. Blank, blank, 20 blank. Following Incident 174A, SCP-174 and the main chamber of Storage Unit 07 are to be monitored at all times via video surveillance. Abnormal activity must be reported to Dr. A immediately.
So now the Fonz is involved?
Yep.
Yes.
And he's a doctor.
Furthermore, a GPS tracking device is to be installed on SCP-174 in order to expedite recovery should the item translocate outside of Foundation custody.
Oh, cool. It's a teleporting puppet.
My dream!
It's Alan's worst nightmare come to life. Holy shit.
This is undercooked analysis where even the hosts must face their fears. So all you have to do is... So tell you what, Alan, we'll do something about eye injuries, and then we'll be even.
Cool.
Except let's not.
Oh, we're totally doing eye injuries
God
for you.
fucking damn it. SCP-174 is a wooden ventriloquial figure.
Ventriloquial.
Ventriloquial. I'm used to ventriloquist. Anyway, ventriloquial figure measuring 53 centimeters from head to toe, with somewhat ragged clothing and slight damage to several sections, judging by the item's style and state of repair. It dates from the early 20th century. The eyes and mouth of SCP-174 can be manipulated by means of a mechanism inside the figure.
When viewed in a peripheral vision, subjects report on occasion that SCP-174 is looking directly at them with an expression of longing or sadness. Oh, Jesus.
Fuck this story.
When subjects look directly at SCP-174, this anomalous expression is not visible. Viewing SCP-174 indirectly, such as in a mirror or a live video feed, appears to increase the likelihood of the effect manifesting itself.
What?
No! Oh, fuck. So if you, videotape it, it looks like it's... Personnel in the vicinity of SCP-174 report a general feeling of sadness or sympathy directed toward the figure. Fuck that! But cannot explain any reason for these feelings. Prolonged exposure can lead to personifying the figure to greater extents. Those with particularly low psychic resistance scale scores will, in some cases, begin to act as if SCP-174 were a living being. Example, cradling it as if it were a baby. When informed of their abnormal behavior, all personnel revert to standard behavior patterns for at least several minutes.
So this is just Slappy the Dummy.
No, but Slappy the Dummy just comes to life. He wasn't psychic.
True.
He didn't influence people or control their minds.
Subjects who place SCP-174 on their hand report an urge to converse with it. When questioned, they frequently report that the figure is lonely and needs companionship. The subject will also begin speaking for SCP-174 and manipulating its expression. When speaking for the figure, the subject's voice will take on a higher-pitched, childlike tone. Recordings taken with high-sensitivity microphones have determined that at no point does the figure itself actually speak, or make any discernible noise. Regardless of the subject's experience, the act will be almost perfect. The conversation will quickly move toward a discussion of the figure's emotional state, particularly in relation to its past, in most cases leading to the retelling by the figure of a story of how it was abandoned or mistreated. No one story has ever been repeated, and therefore, which, if any, is true is unknown.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Researchers have theorized that SCP-174 may have low-level telepathic abilities, as each story seems to be based around a theme that will have particular resonance with the current subject.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good.
God, this is good
Good for you.
Good for you.
This is creepy. This is kind of, this is genuinely creepy.
I like it. Past this point, subjects will grow great affection for SCP-174 and will attempt to protect it from people who come too close or try to interact with it, in some cases with deadly force. Subjects will refer to SCP-174 as their baby or use similarly strong terms of endearment when referring to it. This effect persists for several...
Yes, they might call it, "This is my boo."
No. Boo. Boo this story.
This effect persists for several hours as SCP-174 and the subject have been separated, and in at least one case, the effect had not dissipated 2 weeks after final interaction. Whether the subject would ever have lessened is unknown, as the subject in question was terminated owing to lack of compelling reason for further study. Subjects who are completely isolated from SCP-174 will become paranoid as to the figure's safety, and often undergo a mental collapse similar to that observed by mothers separated from young children. Class B or stronger amnestics have been shown to be effective in curing both the obsessive effect and the majority of the resilient mental trauma. However, almost all who undergo such treatment complain of feelings of loss and can become depressive.
Fuck!
Jeez Louise.
Luckily this isn't a long one. Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, it's time for the experiment log. Who's ready for the experiment log? I am!
Alan. Oh, is it me?
It's you!
Jesus.
Or it's Gracie. And Gracie's been here the whole time protecting us from the, Foundation staff who are trying to keep us from spilling secrets and everything, but she's being patient.
She's the reason why they're not going to bother us, because
she's hitting them with her cute waves. Mm-hmm. She has those too.
Addendum 174-1, experiment log transcription of video footage. Subject D14285, female, 21, no history of violence, crime. Supervising research, Dr. A. So the supervising research is the Fawns, confirmed.
Yeah, we've confirmed that.
So anytime we see Dr. A, it's the Fawns.
Okay.
So location, containment self A4, researcher and staff observing from behind two-way mirror, site 19.
D14285 is ordered to place SCP-174 on their hand. Subject does so after initial hesitation. After several seconds, subject begins a mundane conversation with SCP-174. After 2 minutes, the subject asks SCP-174, "What happened to you?" At which point, the figure begins to recount a story of how it was left behind and damaged in a house fire, and subsequently discarded by its original owner. Note: subject's records indicate that her house was the victim of an arson attack in 19 blankety blankety. Subject begins to console the figure and reassure it with standard positive statements. Figure remarks that it is lonely and wants to find friends. Subject begins to punch and pound the door with her free hand. When guards enter the cell, sidearms raised, the subject recoils to the corner of the cell, cradling the figure and whispering to it. Exact words not picked up by microphone. Guards succeed in removing SCP-174 from the subject and leave the cell. At this point, the subject screams, "They have him, my wonderful baby," and begins punching and kicking the door in a futile escape attempt. Side note, fuck every bit of this.
Oh my god.
Note, at this point, Dr. A
The Fonz.
ordered the experiment concluded. D14285 was terminated after attempts to calm her failed. This experience was one of the first conducted with SCP-174 before the efficacy of amnestics had been apparent. Had become apparent. You know, the puppet in the ventriloquist in Containment is a lot goofier.
Yeah, he
and
is.
It's not as terrifying, the prospects of it, even though it's possessing a person.
Again, a lot of
Very loosely inspired by this.
A lot of the SCPs are loosely inspired.
Yeah, we established that before.
And it's meant to be more.
But I think it works because it's like, you know, it's both a tribute and a parody of the
absolutely.
SCP Foundation, which is great.
Addendum 174-2, Incident 174A. On blankety blankety 20 blankety, the Fonz entered Storage Unit 07 to find SCP-174 sitting on the floor next to its containment unit, looking directly at the main entrance door. Oh, God. The door... Nope. Door... Nah, I'm with Alan. Nope. The door to SCP-174's unit had been sealed shut, with no access have been logged into the previous week. After being replaced in the containment, video surveillance was installed within Storage Unit 07 as a precaution against future translocations. A GPS tracking unit was attached to SCP-174.
I like how simple that incident is, and yet they're like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is all...
That's good.
Look, I like the story. It's creepy and eerie, and I like that. But nope. All the nope this is... Don't want that to happen.
Nobody. I'm
with Alan. Like that... I don't have a fear of dolls, but that's creepy. That's, God. It's when you add mind control and then you turn and it's suddenly, there's something moving that shouldn't be moving, or something that's like making people saying, "My baby." It's like, nope.
My baby. Okay, let's go. Let's move to the main one, shall we?
Actually, Alan, what do you think of this? Despite
No.
Just no.
Just no.
Okay, we'll go to the next one.
I like it. It's spooky.
Nope.
I like it.
Nope.
All right, we're leaving Puppet Land.
Nope.
We're leaving Pee-wee's Playhouse. We're going to an iceberg. Are you happy?
Sure.
Cool. So this is the focus of the episode. This is the main reason we learned that Connor is a quarter Inuit.
Yeah, if I recall, Lord Bunn is also a quarter Inuit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. All right, this is SCP-1836. Dun, dun, dun.
Same as last time?
Yeah, why not?
Item number SCP-1836. Object class, Euclid. Oh, should I continue? Or Alan, go.
I mean, you keep going.
All right. Special containment... excuse me. Special containment procedures SCP-1836 is to be recontained... Why is there...
There's a footnote there.
I don't want to read the footnotes.
We'll get to the footnotes later.
Within Site 641, Jesus, which is disguised as an active ecological research station and wildlife reserve at... wow, I'm burpy today, aren't I?
Okay, well, those are good coordinates.
At North 7413, West 9381, encompassing the entirety of the Cunningham Inlet. Why have... I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm not.
This is someone's fetish.
Oh, shit.
This is someone's Oh my god, why are you touching my shoulder? Why?
We're in the money.
This is someone's ASMR.
Yeah.
The research station is staffed with a full-time research team, and support staff include a classically trained angakuk, sure, and a certified cosmetologist.
Shaman of the Aleut, Yupik or Inupiat peoples.
And then amended by the request of the on-site shaman. So,
Oh, you can just tap the footnotes and it gives you a little thing.
oh, so the first one, that first footnote,
See incident 110-614 for full account details of containment breach.
gotcha. Okay.
A 50 kill myself radius of a 50-kilometer radius of protected waters is to be maintained around the site. These waters are to be patrolled by armed Foundation assets disguised as research personnel or environmental activist elements. Trespassers are to be interrogated, administered level C amnestics, and released into the nearest settlement to be free.
These people now can run throughout the wild.
An access causeway is to be maintained into one of the caves that perforate SCP-1836. Access to the causeway is restricted to the site director, on-site shaman, and cosmetologist. Additional personnel may be permitted by majority consensus on the personnel level, or the personnel with access, or by direct request of my brain personnel, level 4 personnel. In the event of this is going very good, you guys. What a great recording this has been.
All the coughs and burps and shit.
And me stumbling over my life. In the event of hostile SCP-1836 activity, the staff shaman and cosmetologist are to enter SCP-1836 using the causeway and enact the Helping Hands Protocol. In the event of
Helping Hands Protocol. See attached reference DH447.
This is going to have some lore.
Yeah.
In the event of failure, Foundation personnel are to fall back and observe SCP-1836 until it enters its inactive state, at which time they are to mobilize MTF-89E Tomas's Tuggers to tow SCP-1836 back to Site 641. I'm not the only one who heard meow in that moment.
I am. Why are we having cats flashbacks now?
I don't know. Hey, Future David.
Maybe it is me.
Can you just edit together a bunch of our coughs and burps into just like a big mass right now? just so no one will ever want to listen to this episode.
I'll see what Future David can do.
Meow.
This has become the worst episode now.
This is the worst episode of Undercooked Analysis ever recorded, no doubt. It's on you. It's on you, wife.
Update. The Helping Hands Protocol has been found to have variable effectiveness. To date, the protocol has failed on several occasions to completely quell SCP-1836. Outbursts have occurred, causing 3 fatalities, and 12 injuries. Wow.
We are not on our A game tonight. None of us.
No. Necessitated.
Hey, I'm doing fucking great. Eat shit.
And Alan's been drinking, too. More than us.
And had to watch Catch. Actually, Alan, you're a goddamn champion.
Yeah, he's the god of this so far. And had to conquer his fear of puppets. Like, he's doing 20 times better than any of us. He's a god right now.
Maybe Alan should just read the rest of it. Just the whole thing. Just so, Alan, I think he's so good. You should just read the whole thing.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, go ahead, Alan. It's okay,
God damn it, keep reading.
Of key staff positions. In order to maintain containment, the on-site shaman has been given wide discretion in regard to appropriate ritualistic tact to take when SCP-1836 becomes hostile. Additional resources have been made available to facilitate containment. Fuck.
Are we stumbling through reading too much to keep track of what's happening? Bad iceberg, bad.
That's all I know so far. Unless, Alan, do you get more out of this right now?
No, there's not, like, a lot going on.
Yeah.
No.
Update! No one gives a shit about Bigfoot. Sorry.
Alan?
Following the incidents of blankety, no birds are allowed to enter proximity with SCP-1836 during the Helping Hands Protocol.
Oh.
All birds roosting on the gravel bar on SCP-1836 or within a 30-meter radius are to be chased off or exterminated. Birds exterminated in this way will be handed over to the on-site shaman for appropriate ritualistic disposal.
God damn it.
That explains the bird thing from the episode, too.
Okay.
Description. SCP-1836 is a green, non-tabular pinnacle iceberg peaking 90 meters above the surface, approximately 123 meters in length. It is estimated to weigh between 150,000 and 175,000 metric tons and extends approximately 450 meters below the surface. Submersible surveys of the SCP-1836 have revealed many large tunnels extending into the object. Aside from coloration, the object appears to be an ordinary iceberg. Core samples have revealed the iceberg is composed of ordinary ice. Algae entrapped within the ice give the object its unusual coloration.
SCP-1836-1 is a pod of mammalian organisms of the order Cetacea. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Sure, Cetacea. You know what? I can.
If Prass were here,
I can hear Prass from.
I'm pretty sure Cetacea.
Cetacea. I can hear Prass from New England right now going, "Fuck all of you right now," that are housed within SCP-1836. The pod is composed of several different species with fluctuating composition and number. The cause of these changes in the pod's composition are unknown. To date, the pod has included specimens tentatively identified as members of... Oh, God.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, no shit. Bacillosauridea, Ambulocetidae, Acrophyseter, and Urhinodelphinidae. I am butchering these like a motherfucker. Look,
Yeah,
I'm not a scientist.
And Mungo Jerry and Rumple Teaser and
they're a notorious couple of cats.
Recently, Lepotis vexillifer has been cited during SCP-1836 activity. The mechanism by which interspecies communication is facilitated between pod members is currently under investigation.
The anomalous properties of the object manifest when marine mammals are hunted at sea or on the shoreline by any people who are not of Aleut, Yupik, or Inupiat ethnicity within a 50-kilometer radius of the object. SCP-1836 will begin to accelerate towards the hunt until the object reaches a speed of 35 knots. At this point, the hunted mammal or mammals, now designated SCP-1836-2, will change bearing to head directly toward SCP-1836. If underwater topography makes this impossible, SCP-1836-2 will adopt the most efficient course to bring it within proximity of SCP-1836. If SCP-1836-2 reaches SCP-1836 before being overtaken, SCP-1836-2 will place the object between itself and the hunters.
So...
Don't hunt these things if you're not Inuit.
Okay.
neat. So I guess just David gets another turn then.
Wait, did I read right after Kaela?
No, wait.
Oh.
Did you read twice?
No, I read right after you. I took what Alan should have read. I'm a dick.
You're a dick.
I'm a dick. I'm retiring. This is your podcast now. Bye. Ah, fuck.
Okay, we're just talking about cats now.
Yeah. Welcome to Under Cat Analysis.
Undercooked Macavitus.
Undercooked Mustavitus.
Also Rumple Teaser.
Is the movie as sexual as they say it is?
It is beyond horny.
Cool. Will I want to fuck my cat when I get home? My non-existent cat?
Yeah.
Cool.
You will want to purchase and fuck a cat.
Nice. You want to read this? David has completely left the building, so.
No.
Aw, not without him.
No. He has to come back.
Okay, I think he's getting another beer.
Oh.
I can hear the fridge opening. Is he coming back? So, actually, if you would you actually dedicate a whole a whole podcast to cats?
Well, I'm gonna be doing a full review, like as a video.
I am so down to watch this. You have no idea how excited I am for this. So there's a plug for you guys. Come join us, or not join us. Go watch Alan's review of Cats when it comes out.
I've come back. I've come back humble. I'm here.
McCavity.
McCavity!
I actually changed my Discord name on one of the things to Cracked McCavity.
Yeah, I'm the Rum Tum Tugger on Discord now.
Sade is
what-
Mr. Mistopheles.
What name should I go by?
Oh, do you want to be Jenny Anydots?
No.
Do you want to be Skimbleshanks the Railway Cat? Do you want to be? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Alan.
I'll look up cat
Alan,
names.
do you want to take the next one or?
As SCP-1836 is strictly ocean-going, it can take no further action against landbound hunters. No, I'm not going to do a song.
It's a musical now.
If the hunter or hunters continue pursuing SCP-1836-2 in a non-ocean-going vessel, however,
Weird
Okay.
sentence structure.
if the hunter or hunters continue pursuing SCP-1836-2 in an ocean-going vessel, however, SCP-1836 will proceed to ram the hunting vessel until it breaches the hull. It will then extrude part of itself into the hull breach and expand, widening the breach. Ooh. This process will continue until the vessel becomes structurally unsound and begins to sink, at which point the extension will retract.
That sounds naughty.
Yeah.
Like a kitty.
This is how... this is how you make babies, son.
I'm gonna get in you like an iceberg, like SCP-1836 gets into a ship. Aw, yeah. Widen that breach.
Widen that breach is maybe the least sexy thing anyone has ever said.
Aw, yeah, here comes the iceberg.
Actually, one of
I'm
my
gonna sink your Titanic.
that makes me think of that's as that's as sexy as the Titanic is about to go into that iceberg.
Oh, man.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Also, this comes right on the heels of our announcement that we're releasing official undercooked analysis sex toys. The breach, that we're calling them breach wideners.
registered trademark.
Yeah.
They're all shaped like icebergs and ships. Have a Titanic shaped dildo.
Have a whale of a time in the bedroom with these
Several-
SCP themes.
They come in several sizes. There's a small,
CUF.
medium. There's the David King Kong.
There's the Alan Chode.
And the pasta shade, which guess what? For some reason, is a butt plug.
But you don't need to take my word for it. Also, for some reason, if you we have one. If you click the button, a voice will go. Well, you'll get one of our voices going. McCavity.
Your ass will smell like marinara sauce.
Ah! I'm going to walk away again. I swear to God. It's your turn, Kaela.
Where am I?
What a dumb episode.
Yeah.
If no marine mammals were killed or injured during the hunt, SCP-1836 will dislodge from the vessel at this point and drift away, ceasing activity. If any marine animals were killed or injured during the hunt, however, SCP-1836 will remain in close proximity to the sinking vessel. When the hunters evacuate the sinking vessel, between 5 and 30 instances of SCP-1836-1... Oh, wait. Between 5 and 30 instances of SCP-1836-1 will emerge from the submerged portions of SCP-1836 and engage the hunters, dragging them into the submerged caverns within SCP-1836. The fate of these individuals is a matter of ongoing investigations. Crossed out as expeditions in SCP-1836 are pending approval.
Okay. Now, let's simplify all this happen. This thing hates it when you're not an Inuit and you kill animals within proximity of it.
So it's racist PETA.
Yeah.
Basically.
Also, it'll fuck a boat if it has to.
Since I totally
If you are a boat
Get fucked.
doing hunting near the iceberg, this iceberg will straight up fuck you to death.
Alan, go.
So any of you boats out there listening to this show,
Shit.
So
I was not prepared for any of this.
So you hear that? What is it? The tugboat? What's that tugboat TV show? That kids tugboat TV show?
There's a kids tugboat TV show.
Yeah, it's like based off Thomas
or if
the
you're
Tank
just if you're just the professional wrestler tugboat.
You know,
or the dog tugboat.
Yeah.
Tall F. Tompkins' best friend, Tugboat the dog.
What is it? It's
After a brief expedition into the interior of SCP-1836, a small central chamber was discovered. Within the walls of this chamber is the frozen, well-preserved corpse of a young woman of Inupiat ethnicity. The corpse had suffered injuries in the past and is missing its hands at the wrist. Only the head of the corpse is exposed to the open air. Due to safety concerns, only the on-site shaman and cosmetologist are to have access to this chamber.
Okay.
That's where she's from. Theodore Tugboat. That's the name of that.
Theodore Tugboat.
Yeah, it's like it's connected to Thomas the Tank Engine. It was from when I was a kid. So, David, I guess you go.
Okay. Can I ask something to make sure I'm not stupid?
Sure.
Is a cosmetologist like someone who does makeup?
That's what I thought for a second, but I thought maybe they're talking about like the stars. Cosmetology is that's a beauty school. Yeah, a cosmetologist is someone who does hair, nail, and makeup. What the fuck? Why isn't there a person?
That makes sense though, because remember how the the woman in the iceberg in the story wanted Connor to brush her hair.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like that.
So is the cosmetologist like basically doing makeup and shit for this dead woman?
Let's find out.
Okay. Time for the addendum. That would be you, David.
Okay. Interview.
Wait,
This is another little
who wants,
audio play here.
Okay, who wants to be Full Brush and who wants to be La Chatelier?
I'll be Full Brush just because apparently his name is Scout. I like that.
Okay, and then David, you'll be La Chatelier. I'll do the
Scout Full Brush sounds like the name someone makes up when they're trying to make up the fake name for a hero.
Yeah, like
It does a little bit.
it's like
It has a Guybrush Threepwood sound
I was
to
just
it.
gonna say. Okay, so you'll be La Chatelier. I'll do this.
Okay.
It could be a name in Space Mutiny, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's
Scout Full Brush.
Scout Full Brush. I could totally hear that.
Punch Rock Groin.
You do
Big
realize
McLarge huge.
Smoke Man Muscle. You do realize I'm only gonna picture this person as Reb Brown, right?
Good.
Interview: Teriak La Chatelier, on-site shaman. Interviewer: Agent Scout Fullbrush. Forward: following hostile activity by SCP-1836 on blankety blank blank, Teriak La Chatelier was called to begin the Helping Hand Protocol. After 80 minutes had elapsed, SCP-1836 ceased activity and La Chatelier emerged from SCP-1836 with injuries reminiscent of prolonged exposure to the elements and several bite marks consistent with human and dolphin jaw architecture on his extremities. He provided the following debriefing to Agent Fullbrush after receiving medical attention. Begin log.
All right, we're recording. Let's begin then. For the record, Agent Fullbrush debriefing T-Rock Chatelier.
Let's chattel. It's Teriak. We've known each other for a year now.
I'm sorry, Teabag.
Fine, just inaudible.
Right. Can you tell me what happened on blank blankety blank?
What? Yesterday afternoon? Yesterday she just got a little mad at me is all. I'm terrible with a comb and I tugged too hard and she nipped me a bit. It's her way.
Can you elaborate?
Sure. Every once in a while, the ivory comb gets stuck after I've burned the incense and dabbed her with sacred oil. I don't know how her hair manages to get so entangled that she's usually just sitting there.
When you say stuck...
Stuck. Like, when I comb her hair inside that frozen living room of hers, sometimes it comes to a knot and it gets caught. Do you comb your own hair, Fullbrush? It's in your fucking name. It works like that. If I tug too hard on my own, there's no big deal. But if I tug on her hair, and sometimes I get nipped because, let's face it, I don't know what to do with that much hair, and she's a sensitive lady.
Gigging.
Well, I'm bald, so maybe not be a dick. How do you normally
gotta
cope with SCP-1836 when it reacts that way to your ritual?
Well, your mustache is great. I mean,
Thank you.
It depends on her mood. Sometimes I step back and wait her out. Sometimes I have to sing a little something, burn a different incense, offer a sled dog, play cats on VHS. Sometimes she just wants me to leave. I think that I'm coming as a man into her house is disconcerting. Usually when you placate her, you are supposed to look like a fish or send a fish with the comb in your stead.
Right. Is there anything the Foundation can do to improve your ability to control SCP-1836?
No.
Can you be a fish?
What do I look like, Mr. Limpet? No. There's nothing you can do to improve control, but you people just don't like listening to that.
So then.
You can help me by giving me another pair of hands to help me out. Preferably one who knows how to deal with long ladies' hair. Get me a hairdresser. Oh, and untie my hands with pre-ritual preparations. Not every one of her outbursts is the same. She's got feelings, even if she isn't willing to tell you not, because you can't be bothered to learn how.
So, formally, you'd like to request an assistant with hair care experience and greater operational latitude.
Yes, that sounds about right.
I'll get the paperwork. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
There's more. To the incident report.
Whoa, there's a lot. Can we power through it? Even though this has been kind of an adventure.
Edit this out. I have 13% left on my phone.
Oh, crap.
In that case...
I would be recording on my laptop, but I left it at a friend's house.
Dag, yo. Can we do it? It's pretty long.
Yeah, let's stop here then.
So there's an incident report here, too, and I would love to get into that, too, but we are... I think we're both all kind of like, with the story. Well, I know the story's
I
not
like
bad. I actually like this one a lot.
It's okay. I mean, I think why I can understand it as much as I do is because of confinement. It's just kind of, I think one of the interesting things is this is a woman who likes to get her hair done, and they said we need someone with full hair care experience. That's why they brought in a cosmetologist, and that's the interesting part of it. But, I mean, I don't know. There's not really a style to it that makes me interested as much as the other two. Like, the first one is definitely a humorous Cheech and Chong feel. The second one is very eerie, and I like this. This one is typical, like, this is a dangerous thing where marine animals come and try and kill you. And it's interesting. I mean, the story itself is interesting. I just think the way it's written itself is kind of...
Well, that's I feel like this is one of those examples where, like, you get what's going on, but they're having to explain it in the most complicated and scientific way possible.
Yeah.
And that kind of
I think
almost distracts from what the SCP actually is.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they go a little over top with the scientific stuff here.
Some SCPs, I think, balance it a little better. Mm-hmm. I think the idea itself is cool, and I actually enjoyed when we were getting into the interviews, which is a shame because, like, I think this next incident report, reading ahead a little bit, looks kind of cool. Maybe we can hit it another time.
Yeah, we can.
The incident report before we move into the next round of confinement.
Yeah, we'll keep that on the back burner. So.
Okay, but yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
I did too.
Cool. And I like what confinement does with the same idea because it has one of those. Again, it has another little character building moment for Connor, which is fun.
Mm-hmm. And he's connecting with someone who, I mean, he's a quarter Inuit and he's starting to learn a little bit about with someone. And that one of the interesting parts is both characters realize they're orphans in one way or another. So.
He's also connecting with someone else who feels trapped in a weird way, which I think is kind of cool. Hey, if you stuck with us through this episode, thanks for listening. Sorry if it didn't seem like we were on our A game, but we weren't on our A game, so you get what you get. But thank you for your support, and I wanted to say, just in case he's out there, thank you to Lauren Bung for producing a cool series that helped kind of spur us to read a few new SCPs that we hadn't read before. Obviously, we'll do other SCPs in the future that are disconnected. I kind of want to do a proper roundup again someday. But this is kind of a nice direction to go, I think, with this series. Seeing the inspiration of this web series. If you want to check those out, those are on YouTube under Lord Bung's channel. Worth looking at if you haven't before. And I'm sure there are other plugs I could throw out there, but do we want to give this last one our freshness ratings?
Yeah, sure. I will give the first story a 4 out of 20. The puppet one, nope.
Makes sense.
And I'll give this one a scout out of full brush.
Ooh, very
Nice.
good.
I give the first one the fattest blunt you've ever smoked in your life. The second one, a $20 staring down at you at your bed at night.
Yeah.
And the third one, damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a cosmologist.
I'll give the first one a Cheech out of Chong. Give the second one a send that thing to the swap meet immediately. And the third one, the girl in the iceberg, I will give a T-Rock.
Nice.
You know what I just realized?
What?
We went that whole time with David being off mic, and neither of us said Dave's not here.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of shocking.
I'm disappointed in both of you. I literally walked out expecting that to happen. I was downstairs pouring myself a glass of water thinking they're going to do the Dave's not here thing. I'm so sad now.
Nope, too bad.
Well, hey, we are here for you if you're listening to this show. Hey, and if you like what you hear, even if you don't like what you hear, feel free to give us a rating and review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts as it is now. Wow, I'm stuck in the past, apparently. It's just we're barely into 2020. And feel free to, any bit helps the show out, gets us a little more attention. YouTube is dead to us, so this is the best way for us to get, the word out about the show and about Midnight Marinara. If you want to check out some of the other stuff we do, we have a variety of things on the Creative Horror Network, shows like The Witching Hour and Trick or Track and Darkly Lit, just to name a few. Some new features will be coming to UCA pretty soon. If you want to submit stories for us to read on this podcast, read and critique, you can email them to us at midnightmarinara@gmail.com. If you are a patron, though, please send us your stories, and we will make those a priority. That's one of the benefits you get as a patron, is you get priority reading on the stories. And if you are a patron, please check the Patreon. I'm asking for suggestions about things for the future. I want to do a little bit of restructuring of the Patreon to better reflect the way we're doing the shows now, and to offer rewards. That's 2 weeks later, we'll have a new episode.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Hopefully it'll be about the lighthouse. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We need to get a lot of people together for that. Anything you'd like to plug, Alan?
I potentially have a new YouTube channel where I'll be doing reviews. It might just be called Alan's Recommendation Corner, or something to that effect. It might just be called Alan Reviews a Thing. But the first video that's going to go up is going to be my extended review of Cats.
Oh boy.
And I am so down for this. Yeah, we got to leave this foundation before they realize how crazy we are.
I mean, I think one of the reasons we're off is we all took a little hit of 420J before we started. I didn't want to say anything, but this is a smidge. But the walls have been melting consistently for a little bit, and I'm thinking I might have hit the wrong end.
It's impossible to know if that's because we're high or just something that's happening here in the SCP.
yeah, that's the thing. Let's leave. I don't like the way that. Oh God, it got out, guys. The dummy's at the end of the hall and it's staring at us.
Yeah, nope.
We gotta go.
Good evening, intrepid listeners. This is the Pasta Shade, the host of Midnight Marinara, and this podcast is part of CreativeHorror.com, a network of podcasts and creators working together to build a constructive community of horror fans. For more content like this, visit us at CreativeHorror.com.